What is good, producer family? Today we are back on how you can use your YouTube analytics and also your Instagram analytics to sell more beats. So let's get right into it. So obviously it's not as easy as just taking a quick look and being like,
oh sweet,
then selling $1,000 worth of beats. But we're gonna talk about using your analytics for actually advertising. First things first, we're gonna get into YouTube and then we're gonna go into Instagram. We are gonna hop into my analytics for the past 28 days on YouTube. If you guys are unaware, man, I had a really successful Logic beat takeoff when he uploaded the album, and ever since then, I've just been a workhorse for Logic type beats or whatever. So what I want you guys to look at here is these stats are cool and whatnot, but they're not really what we're gonna need. The main thing we want to look at here is our audience. We're going to scroll down here, and in here we have a lot of good data information. We have our top countries, right? We have 62% United States, 3% Canada, almost 4% Canada, 3% United Kingdom. So this is why I, with my ads, target the US, Canada, and United Kingdom, because they make up pretty much most of my population for my YouTube viewers. My YouTube viewers are all from those countries, so why not then target those countries in my Facebook ads? I'm pretty sure that makes sense to you guys. Next thing we have is age and gender. Now, I'm pretty sure for most of you guys, unless you're making like R&B or like some really alternative hip hop stuff that's more, I would say, like vocal singing and whatnot, most of us, right, as producers, we're probably going to have a very, 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 very high male to female ratio. As you can see on YouTube, mine is basically 98% male, 2% female. So what this tells me is while there is a female audience out there, the male audience completely just overtakes it. And in general, it'd probably be best off just to make my targeting only men when it comes to running Facebook ads. Because once more, it makes up 98% of my audience. I don't really see why it would work. I mean, you never really know until you test it. But what I've seen for the most part is that men do make up most of my audience. So that gives me a pretty good insight of where to target and whatnot. Now, the next up, of course, is age. So I don't know if there's different rules when it comes to advertising on Facebook when you advertise to 18 and younger. But as you can see, 13 to 17, only 1% of my audience. 18 to 24 is the bulk of it. Or, I guess 18 to 24 versus 25 to 34. That they're pretty much, only 10% off. It's about 50-50, I would say. So you guys can see that, of course. So me personally, right, that tells me that, okay, maybe in the previous past when I have just made my targeting 18 to 24, maybe I'm missing a big demographic of 25 to 34-year-olds, which is completely possible, right? And then, of course, I do have almost a 5% audience of people who are 35 to 44. Which, in my opinion, I think that is just a little too old in my own opinion. I don't want to hate on the old heads out there, but I just think that that's just a little too old, and really the percentage size isn't big enough there. Right now, based off of what we have with going into Facebook ads, right, I'd probably look at US, Canada, Kingdom for targeting male who are 18 to 34 years old. That's just kind of how you work out all of this stuff, right? It's just a way better way to set up your ads for success. Now, of course, the Facebook algorithm can do a lot for you because that thing's on steroids. But when you can kind of help push it in the right direction and be like, hey, go be really good, but with these people, not just a general audience, it has a little bit more to dial in and just perform better, in my own opinion, I would say. So now also what I think is a really, really cool thing on YouTube that a lot of people don't check out is when you go into the reach analytics here, you can actually scroll down and you can see where all of my traffic is coming from. It tells me that 15% of my traffic is coming from Logic type beat, another 14 from Logic no pressure type beat, no pressure type beat, 5%, 2% Logic no pressure. Then I did some blame it on baby stuff. But basically what I can see is that, hey, my niche really is Logic. And it makes sense because, the video's got like 6,000 views now and whatnot. And I keep on posting more and more Logic stuff. But maybe this is for some of you guys who are a little bit more scattered, right? This will be able to tell you, what really are people finding you from. So I would say that if you have different artists or even different kind of subgenres of hip hop on your channel, right? Please take a look at your traffic source and see what's performing the best for you. Because when it comes to analytics and playing the algorithm, man, you need to do what's working the best for you. It doesn't make any sense to not do what's working the best for you at all. Why would you want to do something that isn't working when you have data that shows you, hey, This thing really works. Also, in the audience tab, you can see when your viewers are on YouTube, which is insanely cool. So this doesn't mean when your viewers are watching your videos. It just means that when your viewers are on YouTube in general. So for this is probably gonna be different for you as it'll be different for me. Don't just copy these because this could be totally wrong for you. If you make a lot of Afro trap or like dance hall beats, you might have a huge population of people from like South Africa and whatnot, right? And your time might be way completely different than mine because of the time in South Africa and the time in the United States or wherever you are, right? So don't think that just by looking at my analytics, you're gonna have everything yourself. I'm just showing you how you can look at your own analytics and then help set up yourself for your own success. What I'm showing you on my screen is for me, not for you. Right. But what you can see here is Instagram has the same exact feature, which a lot of people completely miss, of like when your viewers are online, right? So what I would do is I would recommend posting about maybe 1 or 2 hours before this really gets purple. So let's say, what's today? Today's a Tuesday. Or no, today's Wednesday. So a lot of my viewers are on at 4 p.m., right? It gets really, really dark here. So it might not be a bad idea for me to post at 2 or 3 p.m. today, right? Because when I want my viewers to get on at 4 p.m., I want it to be at the top of their sub box. Now, also, I believe the way the YouTube algorithm works is it analyzes the first 24 hours of a post. Unlike Instagram really focuses on the first hour of a post. If you guys don't know how Instagram works, basically, I'm pretty sure YouTube does the same thing as well. For me, let's just take a look at me, right? So I think I have like 820 followers or something. So when I post on Instagram, right, back in the day, it would be, you know, in time order, time sequenced on 820 people's feeds. But nowadays, it's only shown to a small percentage of people. And if that small percentage of my followers like it, comment on it, right, engage with it, then Instagram promotes it to more people on my following list. And then I believe once it does really good within your following list, it'll then get promoted on top of hashtags. I believe the same thing works on YouTube. Is like if you get a pretty high click rate on the start of a video through your subscribers, YouTube's going to promote it to more of your subscribers and whatnot. And then also you're going to rank. I believe that's how that works. I'm not too sure, but that's only kind of how you can imagine it, right? If your video does good with a small amount of your population of subscribers, and then it gets shown to more subscribers that does well, YouTube's going to keep on pushing that video. Also, I just saw I had Leave a Legacy's beat store up and everything. I was going to do a critiquing profiles, but I just don't have the time to sit down and do that all day. I'll try to get to that next time, I swear, guys. So let's go into Facebook Creator Studio. And then just switch over to Instagram here, and boom, here we go. You guys can see, right? I have posts scheduled for the next 2 days. This is a whole different gem in itself. I think I still have to make a video on this. I made an email post about it within the 30-day producer program, but I never actually made like a legit post about it. So we're gonna hit insights and we're gonna go to audience. Once more, we can see that 93% of my followers are men and 7% are women. And once more, the age range that makes up most of my following is 18 to 24 to 25 to 34. So basically pretty much the same as YouTube. So now here's something pretty cool, right? This isn't too drastic. This just tells me when most of my followers are online, which days. But then if we switch it to day and hour, this is a major gem. This is a major gem because once more, remember how I explained how the algorithm worked? If you post at 9 a.m. on a Sunday morning, barely any of your followers are going to be online to even see that original post that you made. And so if, you know, when Instagram promotes it to a small amount of your followers, if those people aren't even on the app, how's that even going to work, right? I'm pretty sure that's how that works. So first off, if it promotes it to a lot of people, but they don't even get on the app, then it's going to flop really hard. So what you want to do is you want to post in these really dark time zones. So what you can see right here is my sweet spot is basically anywhere from, 3 to, I'd say 12 a.m. But me personally, I like to stick about 4 or 5 just because some people get off work, some people are doing stuff, kind of have some free time from their day. So another major gem for you guys there. I hope this video could help. Quick video today. I have to do a lot of stuff for college and whatnot. So I will see you guys in the next one.